Hi. Today on the Daily Duck, there are a couple of things that I want to show you. First, remember those baby ducklings from about 6 weeks ago? This one is April. April, typically a girl's name. I'm 90% sure that April's a male duck, a drake. Because at the times that he is not doing the baby little peep, 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 like that, when this duck actually quacks, it sounds like a male. It sounds raspy, like Punky or like Daisy, like purp, purp, purp. I can't really do it, huh? What I want to show you today is how big they get so quickly. They grow so much faster than chickens. It's impressive. But I also want to show, it's okay, how they go from their baby duckling fuzz feathers to their grown-up feathers. A lot of people always will ask, like, why is the duck itching itself? Like, they use their feet to scratch and they use their bill to like gnaw on their feathers. The reason is because they're preening rather. They're preening themselves to clean themselves, but also, and especially at this young age, they're doing that to help their feathers grow in properly. So on this young duck, you know what a feather looks like, where it's the tube part at the bottom, like a typical regular feather, and then it fans out from there. Imagine those tubes growing out of your skin. It's pretty intense. So all these birds go through that. They have their baby feathers. You can still see on April, a little bit of fuzz on his head. There's baby feathers in there still. And then the whoops, it's okay. It's okay. The grown-up feathers as well. Shh. But I'd like you to look at the wing. Look at this. It's okay. Trying to be super gentle so I don't scare him. But you can see that each feather grows out of an individual tube. It's okay. Here, let's show this way, okay? It's okay. I know. You used to be so cuddly and now you just don't like me anymore. That's okay. It's okay. Hi. So I'm not hurting him, just so you know. I'm not hurting him at all. He just wants to be with his little friends, so he's mad at me. But I'm not hurting him. So take a look at how the feathers start to grow in. Each individual feather comes out of one of those feather tubes, and they're growing out of the duck's skin. It's super interesting, and I like to watch how they grow. It's okay. Good boy. I know. Okay. So say goodbye to our friend April. Bye, friends. Ooh. And there's one more thing that I'd like to show you. Some of you might remember that Waddles has been sort of broody for a long time now. Like 8 weeks. She's been having a bad attitude and she's been yelling at me wah, 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 every time I come near her. Well, she finally decided to sit on a clutch of eggs. So she's there now on her nest, which is she made. It's beautiful. I put hay out in the run, and then if a duck wants to make a nest for themselves, because they're ducks, you know, they just kind of do their own thing anyway, they make the nest wherever they want. Needless to say, Waddles made hers under the clawfoot bathtub that is the duck's swimming pool. And I guess she was feeling displaced because the baby chicks and the ducklings kind of took over that little house that I had originally made for the bigger ducks to create a nest. But oh well, she's rolling with it, so am I. Check this out. See her under there? That quacking, that's pretty much her constant state of being right now. She's just angry. She's just mad at everybody. I'll try to get close, but she might come off the nest if I do, which is fine. She always goes right back on. See how she's like, she grabs the hay with her bill and she pulls it in toward her to help insulate the nest. Good girl, Waddles. It's okay. Good girl. Couple of the baby chicks over there taking a drink. You can see the size of them, and they are about the same age as the duckling that I just showed you. Oh, now she's getting off her nest to go complain at the chickens, take a drink, yell at me. And that, my friends, is what a broody duck looks like. Puffed up, angry, protecting their nest. Let me just show what it looks like while she's off of it. And she'll go right back on, don't worry. So she used the hay that I provided, and see all those little fluffy white things? Those are her down feathers that she pulls off of herself so generously to keep her babies warm. And there are a whole bunch of eggs in there. I can't get an accurate count because, well, I don't fit under the bathtub. And you can also tell there are differences in color of the eggs. They're not even all her eggs. I saw a chicken trying to get in there and lay an egg today. So those eggs aren't even fertile. I don't have a rooster currently, but oh, here she comes. Nope, there she goes. The baby ducklings are outside, like, what is going on in there? Come on, Waddles. Alright, I'm going to leave so she can settle back down. Before I go, I'll say goodnight to a couple of fluffy chickens. Night-night, chickies. You sweet older hens. Night-night. Night-night, Waddles.